Hello everyone, welcome to Ayim Crafts. Welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning this simple travel bag, okay? It's super easy and beginner friendly. If this is what you're looking for, please watch this video from the beginning to the end, okay? It's super easy and beginner friendly. To my returning subscribers, thank you so very much. To my new subscribers, you have chose the right place. So very much that I've not been posting. I'm so sorry about that. So this is the main body of the fabric, which is measuring 15 inches by 34 inches, okay? Is one big panel, 15 inches by 34 inches. So after that, you cut the same 15 inches by 34 inches for the lining, and this also is for the pocket. Okay, this is the side for our back, which is measuring 11 inches by 7.5 inches. Is two pieces. You also need the lining for it, okay? So we are now going to start working on our side. Carry this side where you want to use as the base. You now notch it. After notching it, you will now look for the center of your panel, okay? You look for the center of the panel of that side. Okay, then you now measure about 6.5 inches, okay? About 6.5 inches. So this is the place that will enable you to sew your square ring to it, or oval shape, or D-ring, anyone that you want to use. Okay, I'm using this square ring and 11 and 1.5 inch belt. Okay, after that, I'll place it at where I marked the and half, and I'll sew it for the both side panel. Okay, after that, I'm now marking this upside, okay, this upside that is facing the square ring, and I'm marking 3 inches. Okay, after that, I will draw it, then I will now go ahead and cut it with my scissors. Okay, so I'll do the same thing to the other panel. Whatsoever I do to this one, I'll also repeat to the other side. Okay, so after that, I will now sew my zipper to this side, to it, good side facing good side, just as we normally do it on this channel. After that, you cut out your excess zipper. Okay, after cutting out your excess zipper, you now turn it and then top stitch. If you're using leather material, don't forget your oil, okay? Apply your oil to lubricate it very well. Then after that, you will now sew the smaller portion of that 3 inches that you cut. And can you see the result for the two panel? Okay, after doing this, now you're now going to measure the whole panel. Should be 10 inches by 7.5 inches, okay? Let it be 10 inches by 7.5. After getting this, you're now going to find the midpoint of that upside as shown. Then you now mark it. Okay, then this is going to enable you to curve your panel. So from this side, from this edge, I'm marking 3.5 inches. Can you see? I'm marking 3.5 inches. So I'll now connect it to the center. Okay, that's why I look for the center, the midpoint. So if you like, you can flip it as I flip mine to the bad side, so that I will just, but before you mark it and cut it out, you first of all insert your zipper to it, then you go ahead and then cut it out. Okay, you just cut it out. Do the same thing to the other panel. I can't be showing the two panel, just reduce the length of the video. So after that, I will now use this other side to trace the other parts, just as we normally do it here, sorry guys, at Ayim Craft. So after getting this, I will now use it to trace this one. Don't forget to insert your zip puller before doing this. Okay, after getting these parts being done, you trace it and then you cut it out. Then you go ahead and then bring your lining. Okay, bring your lining and sew the lining round it. Okay, just sew the lining round it. Okay, after placing it like this, you now and then you now trim out the excess lining. Okay, you trim out the excess lining. Can you see the result? The result is super beautiful. Okay, after this part is being done, we are now going to work on the main panel. Okay, so I'm marking from this side, I'm 12 inches. Okay, I'm marking 12 inches from this side down I'm marking 12 inches. I'm going to cut it out. Okay, so it's 12 inches. Okay, after getting your 12 inches, then you cut it out, then split it into two. Okay, you draw it with the help of your ruler. Okay, after that, I'm now going to work on these 12 inches that I cut. Okay, I'm going to work on these 12 inches that I cut to bring out the cover of the back, that top cover of the back. So I'm marking 5 inches as shown from the side that is unfold. I'm marking 5 inches. Then from the up edge, I'm marking 8 inches. Okay, I'm marking 8 inches. Can you see? I'm marking 8 inches. So after marking the 8 inches, I'm now going to use my ruler to connect the lines. Okay, I will use my ruler to connect the lines. It's very easy, so be patient with your work and always be detailed. Let your measurements and your markings be accurate. So to get these curves, from this side I marked 3 inches. Okay, from this side I marked 3 inches, then from this side I mark 3.5. From this side I mark 3.5. Then I now connect it with the help of my pen. Can you see it? So after that I cut it. So after cutting it, I'm now going to cut the lining also. So after getting this, I'm now going to mark this side. I'll mark the center. This will enable me to know where to fix my handle. Okay, so I'm marking 3 inches from that center. Side, I'm marking 3 inches from that center, side. Okay, so now this is the handle, and it's 25 inches for each. Okay, then from this side that I'm marking 2.5. I just want to kind of sew it. I just want to kind of hem it, but if you don't want to hem it, no problem, you can go ahead and make yours plain. So after that, the way I'm going to place my handle, can you see? In that place that I marked 3 inches, I'm going to place my handle as shown, then I'll sew it. Can you see? So after sewing it, now this is the other side that I left. So you look at the other side that you are going to as the downside. Then this other side that I put my logo is the upside. So from that downside of your panel, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches. Okay, I'm marking 3.5 inches from that downside. Okay, after marking 3.5 inches, then go ahead and connect it with the help of my ruler straight, so that I will know what I am doing. Okay, after that, from the center, I'll also look for the center of this my panel. Okay, after connecting it with my ruler, I also look for the center. Okay, from the center, remember the other side of the handle was 3 inches. You're also going to mark 3 inches for this other one. You're going to mark 3 inches. Okay, to enable you fix your handle. Okay, look at the way I also place this handle. Okay, on that line, that 3 inches on top of that line of that 3.5. So I'm going to sew it. Can you see? I've sewn it. Then I will just use this 1-inch belt and cover it. It's a belt, it's not bias, and cover it so that it will be firm. Then the other side that is up, that I place my logo, I'm going to sew my zipper to it. Can you see? This is going to sew that pocket that I showed you, which I measure 15 inches by 20 inches. Okay, so I'm going to place it like this. Then the place of that 15 inches is going up to the zipper side, good side facing good side. Then I'm going to stitch it as shown. Then I'll turn it and top stitch it. Okay, stitch it very well with the help of my hand and apply the oil and top stitch it. Okay, after top stitching it, okay, then I will now bring this other side. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm bringing this other side that I fixed the handle. Can you see? Can you see? Good side of the leather facing good side of the leather, then the lining facing the lining. Can you see how I arrange it? Lining to lining, then leather to leather. Then I will now sew it to the zipper. Okay, so after sewing it to the zipper, I will now align it very well also and top stitch this side. But look at the way I flip the handle. Then I'm going to top stitch on top handle. Okay, top stitch on top of the handle. Okay, after doing that, I am going to bring a puller. Can you see? I'm going to bring a puller. Can you see this side is open and the other side also is open? So you can decide to insert 2 puller or 1 puller depending on which side you want to insert it. So I insert my puller. Okay, after inserting the puller, I will now secure this side with a stitch. Is super easy, and my pocket is formed already. My front pocket is formed. So remember, now we are having 3 pockets, the side 2 pockets and the front pocket for our bag. Okay, so this is, after this one is being done, we are now going to sew the main pocket for the main zipper for the bag. Okay, so this is how I place it. Can you see? This is how I place it. So after placing it, I now bring this lining and I place it as shown, like this. Good side of the lining face side of the leather, then I stitch it. Can you see how I'm stitching it? You will have to be notching your zipper so that it will slip very well. Can you see what I'm doing? I am notching my zipper, my zip clothes, so that it will slip very well. So after notching it, I will now sew it gently. There is no rush in it. I'll just sew it gently just to get a perfect result. Okay, after that, I'll now cut out the excess zipper. Okay, I'll now cut out the excess zipper. So after cutting out the excess zipper, I'll now turn it and then touch the zipper side and then sew. But before that, I will now notch the back. I'll now notch that side all through. Okay, then I'll now top stitch it. After top stitching it, I'll now sew the lining with the leather together. So now it's now time to sew this other part that we cut. So I'm now going to lower the midpoint of this cover. Can you see the position where I'm looking for the midpoint? Then I'll also carry this part and look for the midpoint of the zip clothes on this big panel. After looking for the midpoint, I will notch it. After notching it, I will now secure it with a stitch center to center. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Center to center. This is going to be very easy and fast. Okay, then I'll now open the zipper so that I will concentrate on the cover only. Then I'll now bring the small lining for the cover. I'll now sew it with the zip clothes together. Can you see? So after sewing it, I'll now notch it round. After notching it round, I'll now turn it over, arrange it very well, and then I'll go ahead, apply my oil, and I'll top stitch it round also. Okay, can see? Then I'll top stitch it round. It's very easy. Always be patient with your work and you're going to get a very desired result. After that, I am going to insert the zip puller. Okay, I am going to insert the zip puller. So I'm using 2 zip puller for this side. I'm using 2 zip puller for this. So after inserting the zip puller, I'll close it up. Then I'll now bring that other side and place it as shown like this. Then I will stitch it. Can you see? After stitching it, you know this side is a bit excess. Then I'll just trim it. After trimming it, I'm going to cover this rough side with my bias. It's bias that I use here, but if you want to use 1 inch, but it's up to you. So I cover it up with my bias, burn the edges if you wish. Then I will turn it over. Can you see? I will turn it over. So now, to know the midpoint of this bag, I am going to top stitch this side. I will open it up. I'll open it up. That line that I joined, I'm going to top stitch it. But even if you did not top stitch it, there is no problem. But to give it a very neat finishing and a professional finishing, you just open it up and then you top stitch it. After top stitching it, from that top stitch line, from that line now, you're not going to make 4 inches. Okay, mark 4 inches from this side and also mark 4 inches from the other side. It's very easy. This is going to mark the center of the upside, center for the upside. Okay, so after getting that 4 inches, you are now to hold it as shown to get the down center and notch it. You can as well notch that upside. You can as well notch it. Is this simple? So viewers, please, at this point, if you find this tutorial helpful and impactful, please do well by giving it a thumbs up, like this video, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not, please, and leave your comments down below. Okay, now if you have not looked for your midpoint for your panel, for your side panel, you as well do that, so that you will know the exact place to place it, and then you sew it round. After that, I will now bring the big panel, and then I will now notch side to notch side. Can you see that pocket side of that place that the square ring is facing is going to face the cap, the cover of the bag? Can you see how I'm placing mine? So after you might have this, you just go ahead and then you sew it round. Okay, whatsoever you do to this other side is going to be the same thing that you do to the other side. So I am sewing the side to it now. It's very, very simple. Everything can be achieved if only you are patient and detailed. So this is how easy and fast this bag can be, this travel bag can be. So sorry that I've been busy, I've not been posting as I used to. So but maybe by God's grace, as we emerge into the new year, you'll be having tutorial back to back. Okay, so I'll finish closing it up. So now I'm just going to carry my bias tape and then bias it all around. Can you see how it's very easy? Can you see how it's very easy? You bias all the rough side so that your work can be neat and beautiful. So please, can you please give this video a thumbs up? Can you see how beautiful this video is? Can you see how beautiful this bag is? I mean, so it's very, very beautiful and beginner friendly. Sorry, I forgot to open the up side. I did not capture that side. I forgot to open the main back cover so that you will see. So now I've already loaded my clothes, probably for my journey. Can you see how beautiful it looks? Very, very easy and beginner friendly. Thank you.